In the vast, indifferent expanse of the ocean, where tempestuous waves often dictate fates, a man named Elias found himself at the mercy of a brutal storm. His ship, once a proud vessel, was torn asunder, swallowed by the furious sea. Elias, clinging desperately to a shattered piece of timber, was tossed about like a mere plaything of the gods. Just as despair began to claim him, a colossal shadow loomed beneath the waves. A humpback whale, immense and ancient, rose from the abyss. It wasn't an act of aggression, but of a strange, unexplainable benevolence. The whale nudged Elias, not to harm, but as if guiding him, pushing him towards a faint glimmer on the horizon. Miraculously, it propelled him towards safety, a living, breathing lifeboat of impossible scale. He awoke on a sandy shore, the whale long gone, leaving only the profound mystery of his salvation. Before him stretched an island, lush and wild, a verdant prison. Fear, a cold, gnawing entity, took root. The rustling in the dense jungle wasn't just the wind, it was the unseen menace of wild creatures. Loneliness, a suffocating blanket, descended, a stark contrast to the deafening silence of his solitude. Days bled into weeks. Elias, a man of faith, cried out to the heavens. Lord, he pleaded, his voice raw with desperation, where are you in this desolate place? I have always served you. Why this trial? His prayers, though fervent, seemed to dissipate into the vast, uncaring sky. No divine intervention, no immediate rescue. Doubt began to creep in, a venomous serpent coiling around his heart. Yet, the human spirit, when stripped bare, possesses an incredible resilience. Elias began to observe. He learned the rhythm of the island, the edible plants, the fresh water springs. With trembling hands, he gathered fallen branches and palm fronds. Slowly, painstakingly, he constructed a rudimentary shelter, a small haven against the elements and his own gnawing fears. It was a testament to his will to survive, a whisper of defiance against the overwhelming odds. One fateful evening, exhausted and weary, Elias huddled in his shelter. He had found a small measure of peace, a fragile equilibrium with his surroundings. Then, a spark, a stray ember from his meager campfire, a cruel twist of fate, ignited his dry hut. The flames, like ravenous wolves, consumed his sanctuary in moments, reducing his hard-won refuge to ashes. Despair washed over him, a tidal wave of utter hopelessness. It's over, he whispered, the last vestiges of his spirit extinguished. He sat amidst the smoldering ruins, the vastness of the night sky mocking his defeat. He had prayed, he had adapted, he had built, only to lose it all. As the embers glowed, casting an eerie light, Elias noticed something. A distant flicker on the horizon. Then another, and another. Smoke signals, not of his own making, but of passing ships, their crews drawn by the unusual blaze. His ruined shelter, the very symbol of his despair, had become his beacon. The fire that had destroyed his hope had, paradoxically, ignited his rescue. He had not seen the grander design, the intricate threads of providence weaving through his hardship. Elias was rescued, his heart forever marked by the island, but more profoundly, by the profound truth he had uncovered. God's plan, you see, is not always a direct answer to our prayers, nor a smooth path laid out before us. Sometimes, it is the very fire that consumes our earthly structures that illuminates the way to our salvation. It is in the depths of our despair, in the ashes of our lost hopes, that we can begin to glimpse the extraordinary, far-reaching tapestry of a divine purpose we could never have imagined.